Fortenbaugh, who's the host of our ESPN Daily Wager program, along with Doug Kazarian, is going to be here at 8:45 a.m. Eastern, and it's as simple or as complicated as you want it. A simple bet, over, under, a line. You want to go a parlay? We'll explain everything for the people that are new to gambling now that it's coming out of the shadows. So hit us up, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. It could be something as simple as, who do you like tonight, Browns-Bengals with the line? Who do you like between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Bucks?
Line is -6.
I gotta ask.
That was quick. That was too quick.
I gotta ask him how much I won
I know.
last week, because I won last week. I need to know how much I won.
What did you
The
win?
missed field goal.
Oh, you did win that.
Because it was like an
What did you bet?
$18,000.
You bet it like $43?
No, it was $18.25.
Yeah.
So I need to know what I made on that.
That's the first question for Joe Fortenbaugh. That question and your questions, again, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. This will be a Thursday staple on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. So get on the line now. Get in quickly for Joe Fortenbaugh. It'll be a lot of fun. What's up?
I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns and the Bengals page, and a picture of Keyshawn and Dan Orlovsky pops up, and they're talking. And Keyshawn's face every time he listens to Dan Orlovsky talk is just it gets me beside myself.
I thought he was over there laughing to himself. I thought he had a little man on his shoulder talking to him or something. I was like, something wrong with you, dog? Somebody talking to you?
There is certainly something wrong with the Clippers. This is pretty obvious.
Yay!
Key's happy. His Lakers are in it. Nuggets tomorrow, 9 Eastern, Game 1 ESPN Radio. So Doc said, listen, after the game, he said, look, we didn't trust each other, which is a little strange. One of the biggest games in franchise history, Game 7 for this iteration of the club, and we don't trust each other. And then he kind of doubled down in the final seconds of the game with what the guys were doing moving towards the sideline. Take a listen to this.
I thought conditioning, we kept having to take guys out because they were tired. We're in the playoffs, and you had to do it. Guys were asking to come out, so you had to do it. But that's not typical for Game 7.
Jay, I'm just a fan, but haven't the Nuggets played 2 Game 7s? They seem to be okay.
And we're down 3-1 in both series.
Right, they seem to be okay.
That goes to what I said about the tightness and the pressure, right? These dudes are in world-class shape. They could have gone forever. You can't tell me that those dudes were gassed from the beginning of Kawhi Leonard to the end of the bench. They're in top, Jay, am I lying? They're in top-tip shape.
I'm not saying I think they're world-class athletes. I don't know if they're in world-class shape when I think about the Clippers, to be frank with you.
Really?
Yes.
So I would think that they would be in the best shape going. But the tightness and the stress takes something out of you. When you are playing in a big game that all of a sudden you are now 3-3 instead of 3-1 or closing it out, and you're surrendering leads, there's something that happens to you. You tense up. And I think that tension and tensing up took something out of them. In fact, if they were checking out of games, that's what I contribute to that.
Yeah, and look, this is not me providing any excuses at all, because we're going to go in on the subject, but also having 3.5, 4 months off of basketball, you would think, I know LeBron James takes that seriously.
But Coach, they've been playing when they've been off.
I hear you. I'm just not saying everybody. I don't know for a fact that everybody on the Clippers team is taking it seriously.
But I'm saying they practicing, Jay, right? They're practicing.
Well, no, not for all those months. I mean, they had like a training camp that was a short, truncated training camp. Well, I'm not providing excuses.
Playing, though.
I understand. Look, there's no excuse.
They played
there's no
series
excuse. You're right.
before this.
There's no excuse. It's just when I watch them play,
that's puzzling to me that they would be out of shape.
Yeah, but I mean, look, that's Doc Rivers, who has the best insight out of anybody else, saying that they played out of shape.
But Coach, think about it. Think about it, Jay Will, as a former Duke national champion, second pick of the draft. The reason you was the second pick of the draft because you got down in college and you was ready to go at the combine and you played in the NBA. You can't sit here and tell me them dudes is out of shape in the middle of the damn season.
Well, regular in shape and playoff shape are two different things. Being playoff ready is different than being regular season ready, especially at the NBA level. And it didn't look like they were in playoff ready shape to me. But that's an indictment on Doc Rivers, though.
It is, but
that's an indictment
Jay,
on Doc Rivers.
Think about what you just said, though.
I know. It's crazy.
Think about it, homie, for a minute, what you just said. I done went homie on you, so I'm good.
I know. You in it.
I got it. Yeah, I'm deep in it right now.
I see it. I
feel like
this,
I'm in the barbershop. But think about what you just said, though. It's a difference between regular season and playoff shape. You was just up 3-1. You surrendered multiple double-digit leads, but you're not in shape. So all of a sudden, you just get gassed in Game 7 in the late fourth quarter. But if you was up by double-digit leads in the late fourth quarter, your ass wouldn't be tapping out.
So if Doc Rivers said it, Key, he knows it better than anybody else knows it. What does that say about the leadership of this team, and what does it say about the coaching of this team? I'll give you one quick stat. I'll give you one quick stat that blew my mind because I heard it the other day, and I love Doc Rivers. I've known Doc. Obviously, his son Austin played at Duke, right? So there were 12 teams in NBA history that have given up 3-1 leads in the playoffs. 12 teams NBA history.
Doc did it 3 times.
Yes. Doc is after this happened.
So are all them
3
teams
times.
out of shape?
No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, we'll get into this conversation more in the next segment. I also think when I think about the best player, like Keyshawn, when I see you walk into a room, your energy permeates to everybody. It translates. LeBron, energy translates to the team. Jimmy Butler, energy translates to the team. Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, translates to the team. Kawhi Leonard, emotionless, does not translate to the team.
Look at your watch, man, and hand it to Zubin. We can talk later. Zubin, we got to go to break.
Right. No, we got plenty more to come. We'll get back into it. It's obviously a passionate subject. Keyshawn, J. Will, Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, changing the way you buy home insurance. Now you can go online, get a custom quote, and save both time and money. Learn more at Progressive.com. Still to come, Keys, one of his favorite games. Take it or shake it. Take it or leave it, including the birthday boy, Patrick Mahomes. He's 25 today. Is he?
And not forward with a supposedly offensive guru. Just not, it doesn't add up to me. And then Mr. Johnson said what he said, Zubin.
Yeah, that's Christopher Johnson, the team's controlling owner at the moment. With Woody Johnson, a U.S. ambassador. Let's bring in Damian Woody, ESPN NFL analyst. He played the last 3 years of his career with the Jets. So that's the yin to the yang that Keyshawn mentioned, Damian. Good morning. Essentially,
hold on, before you got your damn internet working, man?
Yeah, I heard the service yesterday. It was not good.
Hey, no, the service, come on, man. The service is always A1, but I'm in the building.
Okay, that's what's
Seaport.
up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
you in the building
right now.
Okay, you in the building.
Yeah.
So he's like 200 feet away, so we'll go say hi to Damian in the break.
6 feet apart.
Socially distant, of course. Safety first. You tweeted Sunday that after watching the Jets, this is 2 bites at the apple. This is 2 head coaching bites at the apple for Adam Gase. That's your opinion. Christopher Johnson, the team's owner, Keyshawn just mentioned, he referred to Gase as a brilliant offensive mind. So which one is it? How can he be so far apart?
Well, listen, at the end of the day, Christopher Johnson, he's paying the big bill, so I can't say anything about that. But I know what my eyes is telling me. Listen, Adam Gase, and I'm throwing out Peyton Manning. Adam Gase, when he's controlling the offense, when he's been the primary play caller, he hasn't had an offense ranked over 17th in the National Football League, not even in the top half of the league, okay? He goes down to Miami, gets fired down there. Then he gets another bite of the apple right after that. And I haven't seen any progression from the New York Jets, particularly on the offensive side of football. I haven't seen Sam Darnold make a big step as far as him being now a third-year quarterback in this league. So you tell me, as far as offensively concerned, where are the improvements as far as the Jets is?
Yeah, you and I could hide behind Peyton Manning and get a head coaching job. That's easy to do, right?
Peyton Manning make a lot of people look good, Key.
Yeah, no question about it. Let me ask you this, though. How likely is it that Adam Gase finishes the season or gets fired around the bye week before they take on Miami?
Well, I mean, Key, anyone who watched that game against Buffalo, that was an embarrassment. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. That game was not competitive at all. And if you string together these type of performances, if you're a head coach, man, I think as an organization, you're going to have to make a move at some point. So, listen, they got San Francisco this week, and if they don't show any improvement, man, this fan base, Key, this fan base, they're just not going to tolerate it. Not going to tolerate their team looking like an embarrassment on TV.
The team, I guess you say across the river? Is that what you say when you talk about the Giants? Is it across the river?
I only feel like they're the only team in New York.
Okay, so the only team.
That's me. I'm a Giants fan.
The only team in New York, according to Jay Will, the New York Giants. What did you make of the Week 1 performance by Danny Dimes Jones?
Well, listen, I think it was the same thing that we saw last year, the turnovers. He made a couple critical turnovers, particularly the one at the goal line, man. You're driving, I think it was like a 18-play drive. You do all of that, and then you get down to the goal line, you turn the ball over. You know, that's inexcusable because the number one job as a quarterback is to protect the football. And he made some plays. He made some nice throws. But at the end of the day, if you can't protect the football,